Buongiorno everyone, happy Monday or not so happy after the Norwich game.
Nope.
Which is why we're here. First podcast is...
To divulge the shit.
Was Norwich that bad? Yes, of course
yes,
it
was.
They were a championship team, we got fucking hammered. Next podcast.
Tottenham on Sunday.
Don't want to talk about that either. Not looking forward to that long 6-hour drive that we put myself through, but that is for the next video. Back to Norwich on Saturday. Thankfully we missed it as it was Geordie Rick's wedding.
I'm pleased we didn't go.
500 mile
Thank you,
round trip.
Geordie Rick.
I feel sorry for that everyone that did. I know loads of people that did make the trip down to Norfolk, down to Alan Pardew land, Alan Partridge land. Pardew and Partridge, same absolute fucking clowns. But in a 3-1 defeat in probably 3-0 one at Shelby scored with the last kick of the game, and we've watched the extended highlights now, so we're in the know. We had no dodgy stream, but
I'm pleased we still didn't watch the 90 minutes. If
yeah.
that was an option, hang on, Keg, get yourself a little review gun. There's the 90 minutes.
No, thanks.
Nah. I'm alright. 20 minutes was more than enough, thank you.
Well, I watched my mum getting checked by Santa Claus.
Ooh, Santa porn.
But we watched the extended highlights. Matchday was enough for me. I watched that on Sunday. Shearer was hammering them.
I haven't seen Match of the Day yet.
Hammering Almiron, hammering Joelinton, and they basically weren't good enough. And neither was anyone in the starting 11. What did you make of the extended highlights?
The biggest stand-up for me was Isaac Hayden. Looked like he put in a shift.
People saying give him the captain's armband.
He looked like he put in a solid shift. He got a few wicked crosses off, which gave Joelinton his chance, which we'll get into.
Jesus.
But Isaac Hayden looked good. I didn't, from the highlights, I'm just going off. I didn't think Kraft looked bad, but he just got.
Ooh, I did.
He just got caught out a bit. I think it was his first game in the Premier League. I just think he just got hit by a fucking ton of bricks. He's shot. He's a fullback. He blazed it out with the ball. It wasn't a bad effort.
Exactly.
I've seen worse. And I think it was for Pookie's hat trick. At least he was the last one back. Where Shaw and Lascelles were just fucking getting their way back. So at least fucking Kraft was there. You know what I mean? He was trying to fucking put an effort in. He made a tackle, got cut off. Where were they? They were fucking 10-15 yards behind. Right? What the fuck happened there?
That's what I noticed throughout the game was just the lack of energy and effort, and we haven't seen that for a long time. That was the worst I've seen us play in a very long time. With Benitez, everyone played for him, played for the shirt, and we didn't get any of that on Saturday. And whether it's Bruce or not, those travelling fans deserve a better performance than that. And when Norwich are on the attack, like Shelby, Lascelles, all of them were just nonchalantly walking back, lazy as fuck, not even arsed.
You can tell the difference in tactics. Obviously, Brucey says he hasn't got any, which I don't understand how you can be a manager. even
what year is it?
Even winning championship manager, you've got to sort your tactics out now. You know what I mean? This is a fucking. This is a professional football club.
We're trying to sort something out.
I know. This is a professional football club. You're getting paid money to do your job. Why didn't you use tactics?
This is the man that didn't know where anyone plays though.
I know.
The Williams cracking against Arsenal was fucking horrible.
But you can tell Rafa was a defensive manager. At times it was boring, yes, but we won a lot of games. We've got points and goals and stuff by being defensive. And to be fair, that was our strongest point. Our centre backs and stuff was our focal point of last year. It probably should still be this year. We've still got the same defenders. We've still got the same players.
But we said all Bruce needs to do is walk in.
Everyone's just everywhere.
And
say, formation,
do what Rafa did.
I know, that's pretty much what he did. Just watch some games from last year and just do that same thing.
Brucey walks in first game, just
fucking absolutely.
Just say right. So what did Rafa get you doing? What kind of drills? How did you just keep so defensively compact? Carry on doing that, and then I'll try and maybe implement something with the front three or Joelinton or whatever.
Just get Lascelles
to
take them.
Touch the defence, Brucey. Do not give out any other instructions because it's clearly going well from last year. We were very hard to beat. That was first and foremost. Our defence, was there. Hard to break down. What the fuck's he playing at? Because we look all over the shop. Shaw's turned into Sergio Ramos to fucking Grant Hanley.
Shaw's dreadful.
Body swap. What's going on in the first 2 games for him? He was fucking player of the season last year. For me, he's fucking shite this year.
I feel like Rafa's...
It's early doors, but first 2 games, woeful.
I feel like Rafa's done the Space Jam thing. I think before he left, he just took that talent. He was like, fuck you, Mike. Actually, I'm going to steal Shaw's talent from him. There's the empty soul of Shaw. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I'm taking him to China away.
He put it into fucking How Kung Sung in Italian. give it that centre back, and he's gone for 20 million next year. But I was saying, I think defensively was the one thing we had going for last year. We were hard to beat, and we didn't lose to any promoted sides under Rafa Benitez. That's a fact. That's a fucking stat.
Statistic.
And now 2 games in, Brucey's fucked that one already.
Fucking Norwich, man. No disrespect to Norwich, but
they played well, but we made them look like they played well.
Look better, right? I expected a tough game, Like a team that's just been promoted, like a team that likes to play in the Premier League. It's not the first time like they've been up and down. So like when they come up, your first home game, even if you're Man City or Liverpool or Tottenham or whoever, don't expect an easy game because especially at home, like they got smashed last week to Liverpool, that was away. But when you're back at home, second game of the season, first home game, you've just been promoted. You want to put in a shift. And a team like Newcastle that's in a bit of disarray at the minute was a perfect opportunity for them. So I never expected an easy game.
They wouldn't have got a better home game than that.
But we still should have beat them, man. Still shouldn't have been smashed by them like that.
In my preview, I was blindly, stupidly optimistic. To be honest, I thought we'd go there and grab a 2-1. I did say at the time that it could go the other way with it being Norwich's first home game.
Yeah.
Why didn't Newcastle go for Pookie instead of 40 million Joelinton?
Well, there's a question.
Brucey was praising Pookie like mad. He was like, oh, great striker last year.
Oh, right, why didn't you say
class finisher, 30-odd goals. Norwich got him on a free.
I didn't know where he came from.
Finland FC.
Helsinki United.
Helsinki Athletic. And sticking a 10-15 million pound bid, you probably get him.
No, absolutely.
He's probably going to have a class season. I'll put him in fantasy league, you'll get 10 plus.
No,
Will Joelinton get 10 plus?
What's
the crack with that miss? I want to give him time, but that miss, that's your bread and butter. You're putting that away, buddy.
It probably is like one of them that's harder than it seems, but still, if you're worth 40 million, like you've got to be at least getting it on target. It was quite hard. Like, he was like in front of the defender. You might have seen it late. It was a deep cross. Like getting your head on it. Like they're not easy chances, but they kind of are. Like they kind of are. If you're worth 40 million, like if Muto missed it, you'd probably be like, all right, fair enough. But like when you're worth 40 million, you're the only striker pretty much in the squad. The only one available right now. The only one that should be capable. And if you're going to be worth 40 million, still looking for your first like proper goal, you've got to be doing better than that, man.
Norwich were coming out of the ground, all their fans saying, like, where's your 40 million pound striker? Who's your 40 million pound striker? Is he not fit? Is he not coming off the bench? Or
Danny Carrollman.
But fucking he's waiting. Let's hope he plays like a 40 million pound striker. If fucking Joelinton isn't. I think we've got to be easy on Joelinton.
It's 2 games in, man.
I think you kind of criticise him too much. He looked pretty good against Arsenal. He's just got to find his feet. The worrying one for me is Almiron of the formation Bruce is playing. You've got to stop playing 3 up top for me because Almiron looks lost behind the striker. He's getting wasted there.
He's just running. That's all he does. He just runs at defenders and then he's just kind of shitted with options. Like, he's got nothing to do, nowhere to go. He's getting out and muscled, and he's just got 8 options. He's just like a lost little boy.
And Joelinton was having to hold up the ball for too long. There was never any options. The whole performance was just so lazy from me. There was just no one giving any options going forward. It was like fucking that game of me on FIFA. Pressing L1 as much as you want to try and send people forward, but no one getting there. And that's how Joelinton must have felt like me on FIFA. No options, nobody making runs in behind, nobody really wanting the ball. It's just like when you look at that, alarm bells are ringing for me like big style. And
massively.
I'm trying not to panic. I'm not trying to be one of these ones that are saying, we're down. Bookmakers have made my favourites now already. Sheffield United are unbeaten. It's like Newcastle at 20th. Norwich have got Pookie best striker in the world. Sheffield United are unbeaten. It's between us and fucking, who else?
I don't know. Even Brighton got off to a good start.
Aye, Brighton are doing well in a fucking Harry Potter.
So what are going to be us and Chelsea?
Lampard versus Bruce.
It is worrying. Like you say, it's only 2 games in. Like, we didn't get a win last season until November.
That's what I'm trying to cling on to.
Yeah, like even under Bruce, under Benitez, everyone's like, bring Benitez, bring Benitez back. He didn't get a win until November last season.
Worst start in our Premier League history.
Yeah, exactly. Worst season in Premier League history under Benitez. So you've got to give it time. Like, whether it's Bruce or it's the players, you never know. But give it time. Literally, it's 2 games in. First game was Arsenal. Tough game. Played actually all right. Aries
could have grabbed a result. One mistake.
Teams get beat. Like, I'm sure Norwich will cause more upsets during the season. Like, didn't write Norwich off.
Like you said, that's the best game for Norwich. It's the worst time we could have played. Definitely. If we played Norwich in January at Carroll Road,
probably wouldn't have made much.
It's died down. Maybe they haven't picked up any results. Pookie's lost his confidence. Like, it was a bad time to play them. It's a bad time to play Arsenal after the era. Backs against the wall protest, changed, slashed the cash. Had a good pre-season with them youngins that started. We'll go to Norwich, and now it's not like any rosy. Are going to Spurs, but we'll obviously touch on that in a different podcast. But Norwich, do we write it off and move on, or do we think fucking hell, this is actually really bad? Because a lot of fans are thinking like, this is the demise. He has the downfall. It's on the way.
We
The kayak's gone down the waterfall.
Titanic.
Watch out that iceberg.
I think you can look at it both ways, to be honest. Like, it is too early to like say we're going to get relegated and stuff. Like I say, it's only 2 games in, but we have got to panic a bit. We've got to
I think we do.
We've got to like make sure these performances are going to come and the players are going to start gelling. We're going to see some shit from Almiron and.
Just shame that St. Maximin was obviously injured, couldn't even come off the bench or have any impact at all, and we're waiting on Carroll to probably next year.
2020. I probably St. Maximin would have been a miss if he came on like for like 20-30 minutes. I think he could have made a difference.
Definitely.
But at the same time,
So
if there was that little bit of doubt about him, I'd rather not risk him against Norwich.
No chance in
Because when we've got Tottenham, Leicester, and Watford in a week from Sunday.
True, yeah.
We've got
Busy
3
week.
games in a week come Sunday. So I would rather have saved him and fucking lost to Norwich and keep him for the bigger games. Like we've got a cup game, Tottenham and Watford, which we think will be a top 10 team.
Watford's looking like a huge game now, isn't it? Because
definitely.
Leicester in the cup, that's probably going to be 1-0. Perez will probably rest a couple of players. Spurs, I'm not expecting anything at all there.
Especially not away.
Nothing at all.
Not at the Fortress. Champagne Lane.
Champagne Lane, spin about, blah. Big on there, shout out expression C on Sunday, mate. But but Norwich for me, it wasn't the fact of really getting beat. We said that at the wedding, if we had to go beat by a 1-0 or a 2-1, I mean, it was 3-0 until the last second. That's like, fuck, what's going on here? And when you watch it back, it's as bad as it sounds. Sometimes you can have that performance like Lampard, like away to Man U, you think, fuck, now 4-0. They never should have got this. I'm a in charge, but then you watch the highlights and you think, oh, we're unlucky.
Could have been 4-4.
It could have, it literally.
It's like what I said in the Arsenal preview. Like sometimes it's like how you lose. Like on paper, like a defeat's a defeat. It's like everyone's saying it was shit, but first half was actually really good. So sometimes if you just put in a good performance, it can kind of like cushion the blow. At least you can take some positives out of it. But the Norwich game, I didn't see any positives.
None at all. And I've watched things from it as well where.
It was a good assist by Longstaff, good goal by Shelvey. Hayden played all right. Kraft wasn't terrible. So
I thought Kraft looked off the mark. He
looked off the mark, yeah. But I think like it's his first game in the English league. You know what I mean? Like, I think he looked all right. I think he's going to take a lot of stick because he did miss a sitter and he was the last one back and got done by Pukki.
I'm not lost about missing a sitter. Like you say, he's right back. It was just I think it was the second or third goal. He was just way out of position. But it's
he's the only one there though.
It's his first game in English football, and he cost £5 million.
Exactly,
which is about the price of a brown ale.
Yeah.
In terms of football these days, it's absolute pennies.
I know, he cost Hoslu money.
Aye, and Hoslu scored last night.
Did he?
Hoslu scored. They got a 1-0 win, and he got man of the match. So,
fucking hell.
Any buyback clause on him?
To be fair, first game of the season, I had Hoslu as my man of the match against Tottenham.
He was, and he scored a header, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got beat 2-1. He scored a goal, put in a great ball back to Kennedy, who missed a sitter, and I'll give him my man of the match and player ratings.
Fucking hell.
Come back next week. Put him on loan. 7-day loan for Hoslu, please. Thank you.
Well, I mean, Gale's not fit. Carroll's not fit.
Is Gale not fit? I don't even know what the fuck his crack is. I just feel like he's just not even part of the squad anymore.
Muto's came on from Joelinton.
I had this thought before. Would you rather see Gale than Muto?
Yes.
I think I would.
Honestly, I really liked Gale back in the day when he's past
I think Gale's decent. He's a top class championship player. Premier League, he's all right. He'll do a job. But for me, I've only seen Muto play good 2 or 3 games in the year he's been
his
here.
His movement really impresses in pre-season, but for me, I think Gale's a good finisher.
He's a natural
he doesn't suit Newcastle because we don't create enough chances. At Newcastle, there'll be 1 or 2 balls that come in and you have to put that one of those away. Whereas if he was playing for obviously he's never going to get a side like Liverpool, but a team that creates a lot of chances, he would be scoring every week. He really would. Or even you look at like Still at City, it's tapping after tapping. Nowhere near that, but like if there's a team like, I don't know, you look at like Southampton a year or 2 ago, they created loads of chances, like teams that are on the front. Newcastle did never play that style of football, they're never threading through balls through, they're never creating many opportunities. So he only scores after he's in the Championship, because in the Championship you get more chances, the keepers are worse. But I think in the Premier League, you could easily do a job for the likes of Bournemouth or something in that front. Like
what I keep thinking of Gale is he scored 2 late goals to pretty much cost Liverpool the league when he was playing at Crystal Palace. That had like Gerrard and Suarez and Tiaz. And he full season he played at Newcastle, he scored away to Man United and Chelsea.
Yeah.
So he's got goals in his locker, and against big teams he can still turn up and put a goal away, which is a lot more than what I can say for Muto. I think he scored 1 goal last season, which was at Old Trafford.
Another dodgy substitution I thought was by Bruce to bring off Joelinton on form. I think you should keep a big man up there. Or,
I think he got injured though,
or
didn't he?
keep 2 attackers. Was he injured?
Yeah, he went down with an injury.
People said he was injured, then someone commented on the video saying, Joelinton wanted to come off, he was injured, so I don't know how true that
Have
is.
you seen like the extended highlights that I watched this morning on NUFC.co.uk? Yeah, he went down. He was down there. Norwich kicked the ball out for him because they had the ball in the middle of the field. He was on the floor. Then like they just signalled kick it out. So kicked it out and he got took off and Muto came on.
Maybe they're thinking there as well. Like there's no point in risking him if we're already fucking 2-0 down or whatever it was.
So I think Muto played about 33 minutes and apparently he touched the ball like 5 times.
Again, I don't think Muto suits our style of playing, especially if you're away from home.
He's not good enough.
Carroll's the kind of player you want to bring on against Norwich all day long, but obviously he's 4 or 5 weeks away.
And then after that 5 weeks, he'll probably be about 6 months away.
I'll come on for 20 minutes and be fucked again for 2 months.
He'll make his debut in February, play 2 20-minute substituted games, and then that's it.
I read his interview the day on NUFC.co.uk and he was saying, I'm more excited now to put the shirt on than I was when I was 17. So are we, Andy. So are we.
Nice to see you back, mate.
Just back in the day when you were 17, we're actually a decent team. We had strikers. Now I kind of fucking wait for you to pull the black and white shirt on again and hopefully score an overhead volley. Do something, anything.
I'm buzzing for it. Like, you know, like we're pro Carroll.
Pro Carroll.
Pro Carroll on the Magpie channel.
Get him on one day.
It would be class to actually have him back. But if you think like if he's in like his full fitness, if you can get like a fair few games under his belt, do you reckon Joelinton's place would be under threat?
I think it would if he's not getting goals. If he's not getting goals, because I think it would. It's got to be the front three. You've got to see St. Maximin and Almiron Starkweather behind.
We need to see that front three.
Behind like this in the striker here, or in a normal front three. That's what it's got to be for me. Like
yeah, definitely.
So I mean. Carroll and Joelinton will be definitely Brexit Brucey football, like two big blokes up front and just like blast it up, Jamal. Just get the ball up top.
Give the ball to Shaw. Shaw's just kind of yark it up to one of the
Carroll
two big lads.
flick it on, Joelinton flick it on. Someone
put it over the
bar. Richie put over the bar. But no, Norwich, very disappointing performance. Disappointing defeat. Obviously 0 points. We're in the relegation zone. It is only 2 games. Spurs next week. Make sure you tune into that podcast to hear our thoughts on that. Let's not get too upset or negative so far, but it's hard not to have that performance. Really, we'll try our best not to. Let me know your thoughts below. Is it are the alarm bells ringing, or we're going to give Brucey, Joelinton and the likes more time?
It's one of them, and it's fucking 50-50. It's just another divide in the fan base.
Brucey doesn't fill up with confidence because he's just always been shit.
I know.
And he's so far the performances and the tactics have just looked shit. So it's hard to stick up for him, isn't it? It's hard to stick up for him. But we'll try.
We'll get there.
Support you evermore and all that shit. Just watch everyone. Make sure you subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.